ready with their warm-ups before the all-important game. The crowd keeps on turning up in numbers here at Havelock Park. As you can see, Royal College involved in their pre-game warm-ups. And joining with me to take you through this encounter is the legend himself, SW Chang. Good afternoon, SW.
Good afternoon, viewers. Good afternoon. It's good to be back at the school's Dialog League and to give you coverage. As you mentioned, Wesley versus Royal. Wesley, of course, went down to St. Peter's gallantly, and Royal, of course, very high on the, as we see the temperature on.
The weather forecast for the day: maximum temperature of 31, minimum of 26, wind speed of 16, and it's a bit cloudy, but at the moment the sun is shining beautifully, although the cloudy nature is present here at Havelock Park. So hoping to see some good running rugby action here at Havelock Park to begin week number 4. So SW, if we talk about the two teams a bit, Wesley College with some newfound energy, doing really well in the initial phases of the tournament so far.
Yeah, that's right. As you see the double blue support in numbers, and I'm sure in between there must be a goal in between somewhere there making up for the Royal numbers. And having said that, I think this group, this half, is quite a strong half. I think all three teams, that is St. Peter's, Royal and Wesley, had a golden opportunity to come in into the first. Unfortunately, only two teams will be selected.
Wesley College, they qualified for the Super Rounds in 2024 SW. St. Peter's didn't have the best of times in that year. So Wesley College, after that good season last year, struggled a little bit. These are the highlights from week number 3. We saw Vidyartha College beating Kingswood College quite easily, and then DS Senanayaka getting the better of St. Anthony's. DS Senanayaka, talk about them, how good they have been this season so far, unbeaten team. And St. Peter's College, it was a very close game. It was 12 points to 10 until the 50th minute, as you can see. But after that, St. Peter's College scored 13 more points in the game, and Wesley couldn't score anymore. And then Sahara College, of course, against Royal College, just couldn't get going at all. Royal with a comfortable win. And then St. Joseph's getting that win over Thurston College, one of the two new teams to the top division. And then Isipatana against the Dharmaraja, very clinical performance from the Green Machine. We will see them in action tomorrow against Trinity. And then, of course, Science versus St. Thomas. That was a very, very close encounter, 30 points to 26. Science College, of course, coming really close in that game. And then Trinity running right over Sri Sumangala College, the other newcomers to the top division. And if we talk more about the last week results, SW, DS Senanayaka getting the win over St. Anthony's, 30 points to 17. Vidyartha over Kingswood, 50 points to 13. Isipatana against Dharmaraja, 46 to 8. St. Peter's getting the win over Wesley, 25 points to 10. St. Joseph's against Thurston, 47 points to 9. Royal against Syra, 34 to 7. And then St. Thomas's versus Science, the most crucial game of that week, the closest game of that week, 30 points to 26, St. Thomas getting the win. And then Trinity beating Sri Sumangala College, 49 points to 14. So those are the 8 fixtures, the 8 results from week number 3. So as you can see, the crowd continues to build up here at Havelock Park, as we're expecting to see a very close game. I think Wesley College, they'll definitely need to get this win to stay alive in the tournament, because they have already suffered one defeat against St. Peter's College, the defending champions, and against Royal College, the runners-up from last year. They'll definitely want to dish out a good performance and get that big W. That will be an important part of this all-important Week 4 curtain race for Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024. SW, thoughts on the Royal College side this year?
Oh, that's an awesome side. I think it's a well-drilled side. The forwards, the threes. There was a time when Royal played only with their forwards, and it was easy to any defending team to come in and say, okay, this is the area of defense. But now the threes are running so well. That's a well-oiled team. That's why I said the two teams that are on a higher tier, that is St. Peter's and Royal. But Wesley is not far off. Definitely not far off.
Exactly. Just need to make sure that they win those crunch moments, isn't it, to get the win against those two big teams. The points table, Group 1A, Isipadana College unbeaten, 17 points. DS Nanak, of course, with 17 points as well. Trinity with 13. Tomorrow we will see Trinity and Isipadana clashing against each other. And then St. Thomas's with 11 points in 4th place. And then the bottom half, Science with 8, Lamaraj with 6 points. Then St. Anthony's and Sri Sumangala yet to get wins. St. Anthony's just getting the 7th place because of that losing bonus point.
Yeah, I think another team that we should be talking about is DS. They have done extremely well this season, having dropped Trinity for the first time, and this is the points table for the Group 2A. We have St. Peter's unbeaten, Royal unbeaten, and St. Joseph have dropped one match and they are third with 12 points. Other two are with 18 points on the top. Wesley has got played 3, won 2, and lost 1, and they got
11 points. 11 points with that, with 11 points. St. Joseph's actually in 3rd place with 12 points, although they suffered that loss to Vidyartha to begin the tournament. And Sahira, Kingswood and Thurston, no wins so far. Sahira a bit unfortunate because they have been playing some good rugby, very close games. They played some very close games, but unfortunately just couldn't end up on the correct side of the result. So those are the updates from the points table. It's Wesley College taking on Royal College today. And right now we're going to a commercial break. And after that we will be back with all the statistical aspects of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024 so far. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka's number one sports channel, ThePapare TV.
Don't go away. The action's just begun.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Radials. The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න. Beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න කින්නර fashion කරන්න. Fun තුරන්න කොතුමි kick එක වෙන්න. Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
NDB නියොස් තියද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
මේ ගඳට වලටයි තද පැල්ලම් වලටයි මොකද කරන්නේ?
Surf Excel වල double magic එකෙන් ඇඳුම් වල තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරමින් comfort premium සුවඳ ලබා දෙනවා.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, chill when a lemon.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits. Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
අප්පා හරියට waterproof කරේ නැත්නම් ටයිල් වල සල්ලි ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ගිය සල්ලි සේරම වතුරේ.
ඉහළ ටෙන්සයිල් ඇඩිෂන් සහ ක්‍රැක් බ්‍රිජින් හැකියාව සමගින් ඔබේ නිවාස සියලු ජලකාන්දු වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer. ජලකාන්දුවට තිත.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Welcome back everyone to Sri Lanka's number one sports channel, the Papare TV, as we're just a few moments away from the beginning of this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024 Week 4 clash between Wesley College and Royal College. Two teams who are in the top 4 of their respective groups. Wesley College, of course, they lost to St. Peter's College last weekend, and today they need to make sure that they get the W against Royal College. That will be the main, most important mission when it comes to Wesley College. But for Royal, it's about making sure that they keep their unbeaten record intact until they face St. Peter's later in the round robin stage of the tournament. So Wesley College in 4th place at the moment, as we showed you earlier, 11 points, and Royal College, they have all the 18 points with them, with the bonus point win in all the 3 games. So it promises to be a very, very close encounter. You know, both the teams, Royal College especially, we saw how good their forwards are in that game against Vidyartha College in Kandy. They performed brilliantly. They were absolutely phenomenal. And Wesley College as well, they got some big boys in their forwards, and it's going to be an interesting clash, as we mentioned so many times. The fixtures for this week of Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024, today of course Wesley taking on Royal, and then tomorrow we have 5 games coming your way. AC Pathanam versus Trinity here at Havelock Park, St. Thomas's versus DS Nanaik at St. Thomas's grounds, and then St. Peter's versus St. Joseph's College encounter at Bambalapitiya, and then Sahira taking on Vidyartha at Sahira grounds, and Kingswood versus Thurston at Bogambara. And then on Sunday we have Dharmaraj taking on St. Anthony's, and then Science College taking on Sri Sumangala. And those are the upcoming 7 games of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024 in week number 4. So 8 very interesting games coming your way. And to catch all the live action, make sure to stay tuned to Sri Lanka's number one sports channel, the Papare TV, and to the Papare Rugby and the Papare.com Facebook pages. And also you can catch the action later on the Papare.com YouTube channel as well. The top try scorers of the season so far: Vishenka Silva 7 tries, Kyan Perra 5 tries, Nakib Mohammed 5 tries. Kavisha Dilhara 4 tries. Senesh Kalina Gunawardhan 4 tries. Those are your top 5 try scorers of this season so far. Vishenka Silva, of course, scoring 7 tries inside the first 3 weeks. That's a huge number because I even mentioned this a week earlier as well. Because even last season, the number for the most tries record was just 6, but Vishenka Silva, he has already scored 7 tries, and he will most probably improve on that tally as well because we have a lot more action coming your way. And no surprises there. Top point scorers list: Vishenka Silva up there with his 7 tries, 35 points. Gayan Pereira 25, Nakib Mohammed 25, Humad Shehal 22, and Rusit Tamodia 22 points as well. So a very close tussle between all these players, and there are some very good players who are not on this graphic. So it's going to be a very, very close battle for these top point scorers in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024. But at the moment, it's St. Peter's College Vishenka Silva on the top with 35 points.
Very interesting stats of point scorers, high scorers, highest try scorers. I'm sure if you have a category of who made those tries, it'll be very interesting. I'm sure there'll be plenty of them who had a hand, and I'm sure that'll be a good thing to have the stats on.
Exactly. When it comes to rugby SW, there's always these interesting stats we can actually catch up on. So hopefully get some more good numbers in the upcoming weeks of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024. But for now, we will head to another commercial break, and on the other side, we will have the starting 15s for the two teams, Wesley and Royal, and the official kickoff. So make sure to stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare TV. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One? Wait, really? Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
ඔබේ බිත්තියට අනර්ගතම සුදු පැහැයක් ලබා ගැනීමට සහ ඔබ බිත්තියට තෝරන පේන්ට් එකේ පාට හරියටම පෙන්වන නව සුවිශේෂී පොලිමර් සංයෝගයක් සමගින් ගේ ඇතුළත සහ පිටත බිත්ති නිමා කරගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කින් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One? Wait, really? Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
ටයිල් නම් නියමයට මැච් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ටයිල් ඇල්ලුවේ වුණාවල.
ඕනෑම මතු පිටකට ඕනෑම තත්වයකට ජීවිත කාලයටම ඔරොත්තු දෙන්න අල්ලගන්න. ලංකාවේ SLS තත්ත්ව සහතිකෙන් පිදුම්ලත් එකම ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් සන්නාමය. ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
මේ ගඳටයි තද පැල්ලම් වලටයි මොකද කරන්නේ?
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් වල ඩබල් මැජික් එකෙන් ඇඳුම් වල තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරමින් කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ ලබා දෙනවා.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. හැමසිතක්ම පිපිදේ, රස lemon රසයේ. ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chill when lemon.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One? Wait, really? Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Welcome back everyone to Havelock Park as we're just few moments away from the kickoff of this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024 Week 4 encounter between Wesley College and Royal College. The teams have lined up and we have received the starting 15s for the two teams. Wesley College, of course, will be the home team and Royal College will be the away team. The forwards, Trinet Gamage, Nakib Mohammed, Parusha Samarakon, Nihan Veera Surya, Yoshida Situmena, Buwanega Sena Naika, Senuja Ranasinghe, Aya Shyam, and in the back, Savista Fernando, Idris Farooq, Amika Samarasinghe, Nabil Yahya, Tiven Pereira, Mohammad Nazar, and Yuan Patrana. And the replacements, Marika Ryatavara, Aman Simak, Jasurya, Farooq, Malagama, Mohammad Lagdiv, and Patirana. And if we check out the home team for this encounter, Wesley College. The forwards are Ashain Emmanuel, Nahil Jaya, Nile Tapugala, Hamdan Safras, Sandruk Gamage, Hasim Tabit, Shea Mendes, Sandul Gamanpila, and the backs Suhaib Nizam, Kaiser Lai, Mahathir Rabban, Sendra Peris, Dilon De Silva, Kavisha Dilhara, and Abul Hadi. And the replacements, Tiranagama Silva, Faik, Fawaz, Yusuf, Rahul, Hemachandra, Jayavira, Abhiman, and Imtikab. So, these are the starting 15s for the two teams for the day. Wesley College, the home team, and the visitors, Royal College. And we can surely see a very tightly contested encounter here at Havelock Park. Both the teams trying to get to the top of the table. Royal College at the moment in second place, that they are unbeaten at the moment, and Wesley College in the fourth place of the same group. So they need to make sure that they get this W.
College anthems, college songs are on. What a moment when you play that, when you're wearing that college jersey. It brings you a lot of emotions, and for the all boys, I'm sure bringing back lovely, beautiful memories back when gone their days. Absolutely fantastic. All tensed. waiting for the college songs to end, and I think there will be an introduction to the teams by the chief guest, introducing the chief guest to the teams.
As SW mentioned, quite an emotional moment, isn't it, for all these boys? I mean, yes, they will play a lot of games in this season, but when you're wearing that college jersey, it's always an emotional thing for all these players, because most of them, most of the time, this will be their last year playing rugby as well. So there's always that emotional aspect when it comes to wearing the college jersey.
Are the referees mic wired to us, or is still it's on the hold? You can see Dushan Liuki and Radhika Hettiarachchi. I think the two coaches there done a tremendous job over the years by Dushan, and going on to help Sarat Martins in the national team.
And most probably they'll be a bit busy in the upcoming months as well, SW, because I think Sri Lanka might have to play in that eliminator sort of encounters between with Malaysia, I think, who ended up taking the last place of the top division as Sri Lanka won Division 1. I think there will be two encounters happening, one at home and one in Malaysia. So most probably they'll get a lot busy in the upcoming months, making sure that the national team, the national setup gets back on track.
Absolutely good news for that, for rugby lovers, to all of us, to see Sri Lanka team back on track, as you say, to come back. And it'll be interesting to see how the coaches are going to manage with the long school season, and to manage with the Sri Lanka team.
And I think the Junior Rugby Asiad will most probably happen this year as well. And there's a chance that it might happen in Sri Lanka, but still not confirmed. So hopefully, if it does come to Sri Lanka, most of these players that we see in the Dialog Schools Rugby League, we will see them in action. So exciting times ahead for Sri Lanka Rugby. And just a few moments away now from the kickoff after the school songs. Tiven Pereira and Shea Mendes, the two skippers for the two teams, Royal College and Wesley College respectively. Alright, now the Wesley College skipper introducing the team to the chief guest for the day. Royal College, of course, aiming to go all the way this season. Missed out just at the end in both the last years in 2022 against Isipathana here at Havelock Park, losing that title decider, the league decider. And then last year losing to St. Peter's College at the beginning of the season, unfortunately. But then they went on to win most of the remaining games to end up taking the second place. So this year they'll definitely want to go all the way Royal College. In the 7th tournament, almost won it, but lost the finals to St. Peter's College. So in the Schools Rugby League 2024 this year, Royal College, they'll definitely want to get that trophy back to their school. Meanwhile, Wesley, they're on the hunt this year as well. The match officials, the referee Ravina Alexander and the two assistants Arunashant and Thilna Ratnayaka. So SW, any predictions just before the start?
Well, I only hope there'll be a great game. It's very difficult to predict, but I think the scales are more towards Royal because there have been some good rugby. And I think this is their third outing, if I'm not mistaken, away from the Royal grounds. They played Zaira at Zaira grounds. They're playing Wesley here. And actually, they travel to play Vidyartha to Kandy. So all preparations done. It's a great team, but having said that, Wesley is also second to none.
And of course, in this group, SW, that's another team that we need to talk about, Vidyartha College. I mean, they still have that game against Royal College to come, against with St. Peter's College to come. Royal College, they managed to beat Vidyartha just a few weeks ago. Some big games coming your way this weekend. Tomorrow, of course, two games with a lot of prestige when it comes to schools rugby. Isipathana versus Trinity and St. Joseph's versus St. Peter's. But today, right now, it's about Royal College versus Wesley College. We're all set for the kickoff. It's Farouk. Ravin Alexander, making sure everything is all okay to begin the proceedings here at Havelock Park. It is Farouk. All set for the kickoff. Still waiting for the kickoff. The referee Ravin Alexander making sure everything is perfect here before the start. I think we're all set to begin the proceedings. Wesley College hosting Royal College, week number 4 of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024.
Referee Alexander is waiting to see that the chasers are behind the kicker and the receivers, Wesley College, stays behind the 10 meter. Of course, they can stay in front, there is no problem. At the same time, he's checking to see that the spectators stay beyond that line and not to even encroach on the playing enclosure. And Naruna Shanta has communicated to him that they are quite satisfied with it. That's the long whistle, the starting whistle.
There's Farouk with the kick. A good high-hanging kick here makes the collection. Wesley College evades two defenders straight away. Still on his feet, the Wesley College number 14 there. That was Kavisha Dilhara, and advantage straight away to Wesley. Now Kavisha Dilhara, one of the top point scorers of the season so far, he'll be a man to watch out for. After receiving the penalty, the territory gaining kick for Wesley. Still inside their own half after the kick. Now here's the kickoff. It was a good high-hanging kick and very well collected by Kavisha. A slippery customer he is, Kavisha Dilhara. A good first line out, is it? No. Applause in the gap, says the referee. So Wesley College.
The call was not maintained in 10 meters before the line out was over. That's what he called on. And Wesley with early attempt of 3 points, almost on the 10-meter mark into that territory. Referee having a chat with the skipper. A lovely catch. Oh, good pass, stopped by the whistle.
They're going for points, SW, very early in the game. Will be an important moment getting that first points of the game.
Every opportunity to get the points. It doesn't matter whether you get it in the 5s, 7s or 3s, as long as you trouble the scorer. That's the main thing, especially when you're up against a side like Royal.
Abdul Hadi trying to add the first points of the game. And it's a successful kick from Abdul Hadi, adding the first 3 points of the game. He's all pumped up after that kick. Brilliant start for Wesley College. Royal conceding 2 back-to-back penalties and giving them the opportunity to get the first points on the board. Now Wesley College needs to make sure that they build on this early lead that they have managed to get.
They were a beautifully executed kick to get the first 3 points on the board by Wesley. Of course, there is no wind, much of a wind that is blowing across. You can see the pennants moving, not in a direction that is controlled. Or it's another mistake by Royal College of the restart, kicking the ball full in touch, having the option of having a scum in the center or a line out where the ball was kicked, and Wesley has gone for the option of taking the scrum in the center. That'll be interesting. We'll see all 8 together for the first time in a huddle.
Wesley College having the momentum at the moment. Royal College a bit rusty at the start of this encounter. We saw them conceding 2 penalties very early on in the game, which led to the 3 points for Wesley College. And here they are at the restart kick, kicking it out. Now a penalty on the halfway mark. It's Nizam to feed the ball in. Takes it out, gives it to his first receiver, goes for the kick. Good collection there. Now Royal College need to make sure that they keep the ball with them inside their own half here now. And skipper ThePapare tried to go for that little kick, but charged down by Wesley College. Now Wesley inserting a lot of pressure on Royal College here. The Royal Tuskers feeling the heat, and a penalty given away to Wesley College for holding on. Now Wesley College. How great it would be for them if they can finish this with a try, SW.
Yeah, no, early nerves for Royal College, and conceding penalties after penalties, and of course not trying to clear the ball, but was charged down, and even the charger didn't know where the ball left, whether he was charged down. So it's all on Wesley at the moment, and they got a great opportunity of getting some points on the board.
Now here's Nahil Jaya with the throw in. Very well collected now, going for the rolling maul. Wesley College trying to treat Royal College with some of their own medicine with the rolling maul, but held up. Now Wesley College, they're certainly up for the challenge here against Royal. At Royal College, they managed to escape from that very tricky situation. Now the Wesley College forwards, I think they certainly do have the build, isn't it, SW, to challenge Royal College forwards.
The difference is that Royal would have finished that off. That's the difference.
Exactly. Now here's the collection, Wesley College. Inside the Royal College half. Half a tackle there. And this time Royal College, they get the ball back.
It looks like very early penalty given by Wesley. It looks like they're not got themselves right on that from the last week's game. They were penalized in the second half, so much so not staying on the feet. And here, rightly, the referee saw them going over the diving. But touch is not found. And there's a counter-attack by Wesley by giving a high ball. Kicks the rights across the field.
Makes the collection, Kaiser Lai. Another high-hanging kick from Kaiser Lai, well collected by Nabil Yahya, and a brilliant chase from Kavisha Dilhara there, putting Nabil Yahya under a lot of pressure. At Royal College, still with possession, almost lost the ball, but luckily lost it backwards there. Now with possession, Royal gives the ball out. The forwards joining in, trying to gain some meters. They have come to the halfway mark. Now trying to work the ball out wide. And that's a forward pass. Kavish Dilhar trying to run with the ball, but Ravin Alexandra already with the whistle.
So far it has been Wesley applying the pressure on the Royalist. It's too early. It's only 7.5, almost 8 minutes, and loose head to Wesley. But Wesley opted to put the ball from the tight head in. Interesting. There are certain teams that put the ball in from the tight head.
Now Wesley College takes the ball out from the scrum. Trying to work the ball, and Wesley College complaining for that tackle, but they still have possession. Wesley inside Royal College half at the moment. The forwards joining in with the line. Now gives the pass out. Now that's a lovely break. Just to be with the first tackler, but well defended after that by Royal College, but still with possession. Now trying to use the forwards very early in the game. Going for the kick there. This is Sandra Pires. And that's a loose collection. And Royal College once again making that error, losing the ball forward. Wesley with all the momentum once again, SW. But as you mentioned earlier as well, they need to make sure that they end this move with a try.
Yeah, absolutely. The cardinal mistake by Royal College, not calling for the high ball. It's a hanging high ball, all right. But yet, you got to get under it and have confidence in you. And the player who is with him should call and say, I'm with you. And communicate it as he goes. Look at the high ball. Beautiful kick. No man's land. I thought it would be fielded, and then it'll maybe a thumping kick down the field. Look at that, falling short. The other boy actually should have come for that and taken the high ball.
I think Samara Singh and Patrana, lack of communication between the two players. giving away the scrum to Wesley. Now Wesley with the opportunity to mount an attack here inside the Royal College 22. Can Wesley College finish the job, or will Royal College once again manage to defend? The number 8 tries to go for it. And brilliant turnover, brilliant steal by Royal College. The ThePapare gives the ball out. Nazar was unable to find any supporters there, and the ball is back with Wesley College. So mistake after mistake from both the teams, but Royal College at the moment making the more mistakes out of the two teams.
Yeah, I think they're making more mistakes on the law factor and conceding so many penalties. I would like to see that, interesting to see that breakdown by why the penalty was given, because we are trying to get the tackle situations coming a bit ugly. There are a lot of penalties coming. I think the referee should manage that. But of course, the players should know what rugby they should play. They should stay on their feet as you see the replay. Oof, good support.
Now here's Nazar making the collection. Not quite sure what really happened there, SW. You spot anything?
Yeah, I think he was stuck that ball in, but whether you should be allowed to play it, place it, or pass it. That's a beautiful conversion once again. So little by little, Wesley College has got 6 points on the board after 11 and a half minutes, almost 12 minutes. Could you believe it's coming from Havelock Park, where Royal College is trailing by 6 points. Very early, too early to comment, but nevertheless, beautiful kicking by the young
Abdul Hadi with both the 2 kicks, SW. Now 6 points on the board. And almost Wesley College thought that Royal College made the same mistake of kicking the ball out from the restart, but this time it bounces before going into touch. Now those 6 points can mount a lot of pressure on Royal College. Now SW, something similar actually happened in that game between Vidyartha and Royal, but Vidyartha College unfortunately couldn't get those kicks right. They couldn't get those points when they tried to go for the kicking option, and Wesley here, they made sure that they got the 6 points. So let's see what will happen. Now Royal College with an opportunity to attack if they can turn this line out.
Alexander saying getting the marks right, I think quite rightly, and the players should be told where they should be standing, because what happens is if you want to disrupt a line out, you got to get closer. Let's see what Wesley will do.
Wesley College under pressure manages to get that line out right. Now Royal College exerting pressure here now. Takes the ball out, goes for that get out of jail kick, a flat kick into Royal College territory, makes a collection. The Royal College fullback Patrana, and he targets the right hand side of the field, and going for a kick of his own there. That was Abdul Hadi. No, in fact that was Kaiser Lai, playing as the fly half for Wesley College in this encounter.
Yeah, I think Royal was trying for the 50-22, and quite rightly he saw the spot, but he bounced in. The bounce was very clear, did not roll away into the touch. And this is what Royal wants. This is their first line out, if I'm not mistaken. This is where the drive will come in and see that the opponents concede a penalty, and then they will kick to the corner, and there comes the drive over try.
Yeah, they did exactly that in that game against Vidyartha, and they did it amazingly well. That man Nakib Mohammed shining in that game, and that's a loose pass. Scrappy rugby from both the sides there, and takes it quickly. Now Royal College, And that's another knock forward. So the mistakes happening over and over again for the Tuskers here at Havelock Park.
Another interesting point for us to have a look at the penalty. What's the infringement the penalty was given? The referee said deliberate knock on, deliberate breaking the ball. It'll be interesting to see that. Well, I think it was the clip before that.
So 15 minutes done on our clock. 6 points to nil at the moment. Wesley College with the lead.
Actually, unfortunately, we don't have the mics yet fixed on, so we don't know what the conversation that the referee had with the Royal player. But nevertheless, there was a penalty given to Wesley, and I think I saw it been indicating an elbow going towards the upper body of the Wesley player.
Referee Ravin Alexander was having a chat with ThePapare, the skipper, Royal skipper, and clearly indicated why he was giving away this penalty. Now, Wesley College just inside Royal College territory here. Once again, Wesley College very good with the line outs, but that pass not so good. And Royal College, they managed to get the ball back after that loose pass. Rest of the Wesley College players caught napping there after that loose pass. Now the kick comes in, almost collects the ball. But here's Kavisha Dillara. Kavisha Dillara makes the collection. He makes the recovery and gives the offload out. And advantage played in favor of Royal College. And the pick forward for Royal. This is Tinet Gamage. Royal College trying to find some steam, trying to find some momentum in this clash. Now this is Farouk. Makes the collection. Kaiser Lai. Almost got the ball back. Going for that kick and chase here. Well, once again, very scrappy rugby from both the sides. And advantage given to Royal College. Wesley College skipper having a little word with the referee. And once again, would have been really great if we had the referee mics on, isn't it, SW? Takes out a lot from this encounter. The spectators, they are unable to hear what's happening in the middle. Even we are unable to hear what's happening in the middle.
Well, Royal is in the position of a line out and a couple of meters, maybe about 10 meters away from the goal line. Let's see what they do, whether they will use the tested and professional, absolutely killer driving maul there.
Now, the rolling maul, we thought it's coming, or the Royal maul we can say. And Wesley College getting that ball back. And I think Royal College, they knew they were unable to go for the rolling maul in that maul because Wesley College forwards, as we mentioned earlier as well, they are a unit that can actually compete with Royal College when it comes to the forwards front. And with the penalty, they managed to gain some good meters. Takes his team to the halfway mark. Abdul Hadi having a really good game so far.
Yeah, that's the boy who had the golden boot so far, 6 points, and we are into the 20th minute. And Wesley leading, and they will have the throw into the line out. Let's see what they will do.
Now going for that little kick, giving the chase as well, waiting for that right opportunity. And will this be a 50-22? Yes, it will be. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Points to nil. Royal College after that 50-22 with an opportunity to mount an attack here. Will we see the rolling maul or the royal maul from the Tuskers inside the Wesley College 22?
It's the Wesley throw into the line out. Oh, it's a Royal College throw into the 50-22. Okay, Royal. This is the second time they have come in. This time is even closer. Hopefully they will have that, but they have a short man. They shorten the line out. Something that we have not seen over the years with the Royal pack.
Now there's Nakib Mohammed with the throw in. Hanveer Surya and Wesley College, they managed to disrupt that line out from Royal. Now even the lineouts are not going right for Royal here, but they have managed to turn it over. Now Royal with the opportunity to attack here. Here's Nabil Yahya. Now Royal, they're inside the 22 of Wesley here, and he manages to break away. Will he have the legs to go all the way? No, just few meters short now. Royal College. Nazar almost went all the way, and the big forward tries to overpower the last line of defense for Wesley, and unable to do so. Just few meters short now. The Tuskers, the Royal Tuskers, they have the advantage as well. Now here's Royal working the ball out wide. He has a lot of space to go over, and he does it quite easily. The first try of the game for Royal College. Brilliantly done. This is Pathirana scoring the opening try of the game for Royal College. Juan Pathirana, the Royal College fullback, getting the job done there. So points on the board, 6 points to 5. Here's the replay. Long pass out to Pathirana, and making sure that he went all the way quite easily.
Beautiful. It's a matter of time that side was coming back. Wesley having lost that possession of the line out, what they had ball and they lost it, and then coming back to concede a 5-pointer with the conversion to come. Should be bread and butter for him. It is. And as the flags go up,
so Royal College, they take that lead back after Juan Pathirana's Amana Bank try. Nabil Yahya converting that, 7 points to 6. Is that conversion from Yahya.
Well, that's the difference. Royal came once, closer and closer, and they've troubled the scorer with 7 points, and they're back on the lead. They got the lead. That's a proficient side as we wait for the ball to come in, as we are approaching the 24th minute of the game. Royal 7, Wesley 6.
Now you mentioned about this earlier as well, isn't it, SW? Wesley College came really close to scoring that try twice, but was unable to finish the job. But Royal College, that one opportunity that they got, they managed to get the job done. So 7 points to 6. The restart kick.
And the job was done by the 3 quarters. There's plenty of space, plenty of room as you see the restart. Quite a decent kick, but well taken, and Royal are cycling it now.
At Royal College, we were a bit rusty in the first 20 minutes of the game, but I won't be surprised if we don't see that happening from here onwards, because they managed to get that momentum after the try. Here's the kick from Nabil Yahya. Kavish Dilhara makes the collection. Dilhara gives a loose pass out, and nothing past there, really. Now goes to that high-hanging kick. with a good collection there. Farouk breaks away from the first tackler. They have numbers here. Farouk gives the pass out. And they have lost the ball forward once again now. Kavisha Dilhara trying to find space. I think he knew they had the advantage, so trying to take that risk and trying to find some space. Kavisha Dilhara. So it's going to be a strong advantage for Wesley, the Double Blues. They're trailing by 1 point at the moment. Now here's the replay. Unfortunate knock forward. He gave the offload out, but Tarusha Samarakon couldn't gather it cleanly. Now here's the scrum. Suhaib Miza with the feed in. Nizam gives the ball out. Goes with that get out of jail kick inside their own 22. Makes the collection cleanly. Samarasinghe trying to gain some meters. Savista Fernando gives the ball out to Tarusha Samarakon trying to power his way through, but it's taken down quite easily. Here's Farouk, and he lets the ball bounce, but luckily for him, Mahathir Rabban was there to make the recovery, and more advantage coming towards Wesley.
I wonder whether if you keep a count of the penalty count in the first, not even 30 minutes of the game, a huge number of penalties been traded in. Almost 6 or maybe more than that. But having said that, we are under 30 minutes. Hopefully, and both teams will settle down to play some more rugby rather than conceding more penalties.
So less than 10 minutes to go in the first half of this week 4 encounter of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024. And so far, just as we expected and just as me and SW talked about before the game, it's turning out to be a very close encounter. But a lot will depend on how Wesley College manages things in the second half, because even in that game against Peters College, Wesley, they were there and they were giving them a challenge, but unfortunately in that second half, just couldn't get going. From 12 points to 10 to 25 points to 10. And now the medical official from Wesley College having a chat with Dylan De Silva. Here's the incident.
Back part of the boot caught him on his face, on the side of the thing. He's okay. He's back on his feet. Purely accidental. When he went down, got caught on the wrong side of the boot, or the boot caught the wrong side of the player. Nevertheless, we see a line out inside the Royal territory, and Wesley were trailing by 1 point. We'll throw the ball in.
Ahil Jaya with the throw in for Wesley. Just few meters short of the 22-meter line. Now they're trying to enter the Royal College 22 for the 4th time in this encounter. In all the earlier 3 attempts, they made an error and they gave out an opportunity, missed out an opportunity that they had the chance to get the 5 points.
A brief pause for the game. I'm sure there must be some spectator movement, like in cricket. You see the side screen movement, and the batsman will stop, and there is a movement here. I don't know what's happening. Oh, is it the tuk-tuk that is stopped play? The referees are taking every precautionary matter very seriously.
Should have taken a break for 2 hours.
I think ice has been brought into the grounds by the tuk-tuk. That's why they stopped plays. And come on. Crowd, let's say, give him a round of applause for dropping ice. And it's very needed at this time. It's quite warm and hot.
As indeed, SW with this weather. Quite an important part, and the action resumes, and Wesley College not getting that line out right for the first time in this encounter. Nabil Yahya with that kick and fumbles it. Senra De Silva as the high hanging kick, he makes the collection and he loses the ball. Most probably the referee having a little word with his assistant to check if the chase was actually in front of the kicker.
Well, all good. The AR and the referee had a small chat. Of course, it's not on mic, so we don't know what's happening, what the conversation was. May have been a private conversation. But all we know is we can see on the pictures that Royal I got a penalty, maybe for offside. The referee signaling is that no arms around. So he was onside, but went into the tackle without any arms. Interesting.
With the territory gaining kick there, Farouk. Gaining some good meters. So 7 points to 6. Royal College. That one opportunity that they had, they made sure to go all the way. But it will be interesting to see if they can go all the way in the second attempt as well. Naqib Mohammed, who had a phenomenal game against Vidya, the college just a few weeks ago up in Kandy. Just one Amana Bank try so far in this game. Meanwhile, from that line out, Wesley College, they have managed to get the ball back, and here's the up and under coming in from Lai. Now Savisar Fernando takes the ball out, gives it to the big number 4, Yahan Veerasurya. Advantage in favor of Royal College as well. Now Savisar once again going for that kick. And the referee will come back to that penalty advantage to Royal.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be nice to see another replay on that, what Royal got just now for not moving away. I thought the player didn't have a chance of moving away because there was a knee on his body.
There's Farouk gaining some good meters, taking his team inside the Wesley College 22-meter territory. Probably around 10 to 15 meters away from the try line now. They need to make sure that they get this line out right earlier. Just didn't go their way. Now Naqib Mohammed and the rest of the Royal College forwards, they'll be licking their lips here. Will we see the rolling maul? Will we see the Royal maul? Royal College Pasha now working the ball out. Here's Farooq trying to find some space right in between the two defenders, but Wesley College up to the task. Savisar gives the ball out to Yan Veerasurya. Yan Veerasurya, the big man, trying to gain some meters. Fernand once again gives it out to skipper Pereira. Now breaking away is the number 11, Samara Singh. Now Savisar once again gives the ball out. Just few meters short now, Royal College trying to find that second try of the game. Now the forwards joining in. Will the forwards finish the job this time? The backline made sure they finish it in the earlier attempt. Now the forwards, Nakib Mohammed giving that support to Tinit Gamage. Royal College still short. Wesley College still doing good work with the defense. Tarosha Samarakon. As Yan Veerasurya again. Wesley College up to the task here. The forwards trying to gain those remaining few meters desperately. And Wesley getting that penalty. Royal College came really close, but the Wesley College defense, they managed to hang on. So with that penalty, Wesley College, they managed to escape from that very dangerous position. Around 3 minutes to go in this first half. 7 points to 6. Just 1 point separating the two sides at the moment.
The golden key here is to support your body. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Support your body on your feet. That's the call. Rugby is all played on the feet, so you got to stay on your feet.
Pawan Rahul, that throw in. Now Wesley. They managed to get the ball in that line out, trying to gain some meters here. Wesley College, the Double Blues, but Royal College a bit too strong for them to gain much meters there. Now goes for that kick, Sandra Pires. And Wesley College, they had the advantage. Now Wesley once again going for the 3 points. Abdul Hadi, 2 out of 2 for him so far. Will it be 3 out of 3?
This is a bit of a distance than the first two kicks, but dead center. And the boy's boot has done well for Wesley. He got the 6 points on. Royal missed a golden opportunity to go over the line there. Once again, the referee's call was supporting your body weight, not staying on the feet. Interesting chapter of the laws that we would like to discuss is that even I think Wesley was penalized so many times in the St. Peter's game about staying on his feet. Perfectly right by the ref, but need to break it down and coaches to understand that you got to stay on their feet.
Abdul Hadi trying to add the 3 points, but this time doesn't have the legs. Bilyahya with the collection. Kavish Dilhara makes the collection. Kavish Dilhara is a tricky customer to handle. Will try to run from anywhere on the field. Now trying to find space there. That was Manu Jayavira. Wesley College, what can they do from here? We're into the last minute of the first half. And penalty given away to Royal.
The teams need to manage this. They need to manage this at the tackle situation. Stay on your feet and don't get support from the ground. Keep your hands on the player or keep it straight, because otherwise we'll not see a game. We must see a lot of penalties coming in. As we see, we are coming into the 35th minute and Royal leading over Wesley by a single point in the Dialog Schools League 2024. And Papare bringing you all these live pictures with a fantastic job done by the crew and its management.
This is just the first game of week number 4 SW. 7 more games coming your way. 5 tomorrow and then 2 the day after. Now here's Nakib Mohammed. Some meters away from that 22-meter line. The line-out game has not been that good and Royal College, as I mentioned, the line-out game just not going right for them today. They were so good against Vidyartha, but today here at Havelock Park against Wesley College, just not getting that right.
Well, there was a free kick offered for dummy throw into the line out, and Wesley has the option of taking the scrum, and in the new laws that have been introduced, you cannot take the scrum. I think the laws were brought from the 1st of July, if I'm not mistaken.
Loose ball, but manages to take the recovery there. Kaisalai, and Kaisalai breaks away from the second tackle as well. Gives the offload out, but unfortunately, Kavish Lara. A clean collection there. It have been most probably the first Amana Bank try for Wesley, but now Royal College building up some momentum, building up some speed here. Good defensive work coming in. And Royal just before half time. Can they strike again? Can they strike again with an Amana Bank try? And they have lost the ball. It's a turnover from Wesley, and Senred Pires takes the ball out, and that will be the half time. An interesting first half. Royal College with a slight advantage. They're leading by the barest of margins, 7 points to 6. 2 penalties in favor of Wesley College, and 1 try and a conversion for Royal. And as SW mentioned so many times, we saw the same infringement happening over and over again in that first half. But with everything to play for in the second half, Wesley College still with a golden opportunity to get the better of Royal College here. Here's the halftime score confirmation. Royal College 7, Wesley College 6. Interesting 35 minutes of action coming your way. Now it's a very, very close game, as I mentioned earlier. And Maliban Savoury Biscuits have been the perfect companion for gatherings to celebrate cheerful moments, just like for today's match. So make sure that you have a Maliban Savoury Biscuit if you are watching the game at home, or even if you are watching the game from the ground. So 7 points to 6, that's the update here from Havelock Park. And we have an interesting 35 minutes of play coming your way. So stay tuned to Sri Lanka's number 1 sports channel, ThePapare TV. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chill when a lemon.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
ටයිල් නම් නියමයට මැච් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ටයිල් ඇල්ලුවේ මොනවද?
ඕනෑම මතු පිටකට ඕනෑම තත්වයකට ජීවිත කාලයටම ඔරොත්තු දෙන්න අල්ලගන්න. ලංකාවේ SLS තත්ත්ව සහතිකෙන් පිදුම් ලත් එකම ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් සන්නාමය. ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
මේ ගඳටයි තද පැල්ලම් වලටයි මොකද කරන්නේ?
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් වල ඩබල් මැජික් එකෙන් ඇඳුම් වල තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරමින් කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ ලබා දෙනවා.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Train neke allegi safari en yalle abi ali bala suwate tiyan selfie ka hum ware machan ture dakune kohe giya trip one එක double වෙන්න කොතුමි රසට හදා නැති නැතක ෂෙයා කරම් කමුද machan prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One? Wait, really? Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
මේ ගඳටයි තද පැල්ලම් වලටයි මොකද කරන්නේ?
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් වල ඩබල් මැජික් එකෙන් ඇඳුම් වල තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරමින් කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ ලබා දෙනවා.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Radiance. The road is yours.
ඔබේ විත්තියට අනර්ගතම සුදු පැහැයක් ලබා ගැනීමට සහ ඔබ විත්තියට තෝරන පේන්ට් එකේ පාට හරියටම පෙන්වන නව සුවිශේෂී පොලිමර් සංයෝගයක් සමගින් ගේ ඇතුළත සහ පිටත බිත්ති නිමා කරගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කින් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
දැන් රෙදි ටීවී නාලිකාව වෙතින් ජයරත්න ගලගෙදර ඉදිරිපත් කරන බයිස්කෝප් කතා වැඩසටහන. ඔබ කැමති චිත්‍රපටයේ රසවත්ම කතා අහන්නට බලන්නට ඩයලොග් ටීවී නාලිකා අංක 18 රෙදි ටීවී ඔස්සේ දැන් සෑම සෙනසුරාදාකම සවස 5:30ට බයිස්කෝප් කතා.
Get ready to tackle greatness. The time is now. Dialog Schools Rugby League, live on the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Picture a cell phone and an email machine all in one thing. What do you call it? It's called a BlackBerry. Get this baby in the hands of every Fortune 500 executive you could find. We call them crackberries. If we put more phones on these networks, they're going to crash. Is this illegal?
You guys have no idea how to run a company.
BlackBerry on HBO.
First and exclusive.
Welcome to the ultimate game.
These people straight up stole our games.
The world will remember this day.
You are the man who gave them the power to destroy themselves.
Get this baby in the hands of every Fortune 500 executive you could find.
What do you call it?
It's called a BlackBerry.
You were straight. You can do anything you want. I'm going back to Doug's. First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Get ready to tackle greatness. The time is now.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
A very good evening and welcome to Havelock Park as we look on to second half action in this match between Royal, who are visiting Wesley's grounds here. And it was a compelling first half. Thanks very much to my good friend Laksisi for stepping in for the first half. Shana Kamarasinghe with SW Chang for the second half, and we'll show you the highlights of the first half. Real pressure in the line out from Wesley. Shia Mendes has been outstanding. And this was the early lead for Wesley, a long kick. And here's Royal getting into the Wesley half for the first time in the game. Took a while doing it. But Wesley scored next, and it was 6-0 before Royal with this lovely long pass scored through Pathirana. Yuan Pathirana, that is. And it was duly converted by Nabil Yahya as well. As we look now to live action in this Dialog Schools Rugby League, this match could be a banana skin game for Royal. They would have been told exactly what to do to combat the pressure that Wesley have been putting on their line out, SW. And it's going to be a cracking second half, that's for sure. Taken nicely that time by Wandigama. And the kicking duel has begun early doors. It was Senura De Silva who now puts it right up in the air, trying to make the Royal forwards run, and it's straight into the hands of the chasing Senura. Beautiful catch from him. No one in the Royal side wanted it, but a superb turnover once again from the Royal forwards. Fantastic work that time by Buwaneka Serenayaka, who got in above the ball and changed what would have been a very dangerous situation into a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, the kicker had position, and then he should have given it out because there were two outside runners, the inside runners. Nevertheless, after that, conceding a penalty.
Ball thumped into touch. And Royal will have their first line out of the half, but that was a really good kicking chase from Senura De Silva. Here's where it is. He regathers the ball, and he had enough support on either side, but watch the long arms of Buwaneka. He's so long, he managed to reach right over and grab that ball. Standing work from the second row. They're winning it in the front again. Royal's line out has been put under a little bit of pressure, but it looks like the word has come from Coach Dushyant Leuke to go to the front and not concede easy ball to the Wesley team. Looks like that might make the change in this half. Remember, against St. Peter's as well, Wesley were leading 12 points to 10 that game. Coming in that time was Wandigama Pereira, the centre for Royal. Thiven gives it off to big runner Yehan Veerasurya, towering second rowers. Straight into a tackle goes Ahmed Shyam. Looks like the referee might be reaching into his pocket. We're not sure exactly why yet, but we'll try and tell you. Oh, and a yellow card from referee Ravin Alexander to Ashan Emmanuel. Despite the promises of referee Harin Fernando, Sports Minister Harin Fernando, it looks like the sponsorship issue has not been sorted, so we still don't have referee vocals for you. So we have a bit of a skip for Mohammad Fawaz to make play available. And yet another conversation which we will only have to imagine, SW.
We might have to go into the famous song Imagine.
How's your lip reading? Improved since the last time we met?
Well, I just started the classes. By that time, I'm sure they will come back.
Well, it's a double yellow and the two miscreants finding solace in each other's plight. So both sides playing with 14 men on the park. Royal, of course, losing a player just now, and Wesley in the play before. Yes, hard to make the clearance of the penalty, and it stays in the field of play just. And Royal will now attempt to run this one back, and a nice little left-booted kick. Will this one stay in the field of play? Yes, it does, gratefully. And Hard will come back and try to do for a second time what he failed to do the first time. Fine touch, but this time he concedes the line-out throw.
Shanaka, very interesting to see Royal College having a shortened line-out, 4-man, 5-man line-out. Generally, they are very strong to have their 8-man line out and they do the drive. Are they changing the pattern, getting used to the new law that you spoke, that you can only drive once and then the ball should be out, which is coming in later on?
Well, I'm not sure those laws are applicable in this tournament, SW, but I think what it is a response to is the enormous pressure that Wesley managed to put on this Royal line-out. This is the first time I've seen Royal's line-out really falter, and they seem to be under a little bit of the cosh. And Royal moving the ball, but moving it very slowly. We have to really give a lot of credit to Shamri Faik and Shia Mendis, who have put that pressure on the Royal jumpers, who tower above them, Veerasurya and Senanayaka. And they've made sure that Royal have lost 10 meters already here, despite winning that good line-out ball. Whoa, that was a lift in the ruck, and that was very, very, very dangerous. And the cards came out earlier, but I'm surprised that the referee hasn't even thought of a card there, because that was dangerous play. You can't lift a player by his legs in the ruck.
As you see the replay, Shanaka.
Oh dear, that's at least a yellow. At least a yellow for Ahmed Shyam. He's lucky to be on the park. There's a very clear law, SW, that says that you cannot lift a player by his lower body. Take his legs out from under him in a ruck. As Abdul Had now lines this one up. He's already got 2 good kicks, missed one. Has a 41-meter kick or so, and makes a decent connection. Does it have enough? And it has just enough to go over the crossbar, and the Wesley crowd delights itself. But Abdul Had just managing to get it 6 inches over the crossbar. Whether it's 6 inches or 6 meters, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the 6 inches was good enough to get the Wesley supporters off their feet and to get them cheering with their hands waving. And as we hear the normal, usual Zum Zum Sake. And it's 9 points to 7. You see the replay, just dipping in. Just dipping in.
But Murali's off breaks, ones that just dip on you. Think you've got to the pitch of the ball and suddenly it's left. Deven Pereira now will restart proceedings. Wesley in the lead, but Royal play well when they're catching up. Got the kind of Kimi Raikkonen attitude to the scoreboard. Wesley need to ensure that they don't concede too many penalties and play the game in the right half of the pitch. And that's a good kick to start off that intention. Just bouncing it into the field of play and getting over the halfway line. So we might have seen a substitution happening there. We'll tell you who it was in a moment. The Royal hooker, Bakur Mohammed, looking to find his targets, and the referee having a chat to the 2 number 1s in the line-out, laying down the law. They understand what he's saying. We can't hear what he's saying. You can see how important the 2 number 1s in the line-out are. They are the ones that dictate how wide the gap is and where the rest of the line should stand. So the referee making sure that he gets an adequate gap and making use of that gap nicely. Ihan Veerasurya brings that ball down, and Mohammed takes it back and crashes it up. Savitara Shyam carries. In fact, it's Akira Yatawara who's now come on. Here's a little bit of space for Royal on the short side. Now opening up, but no support outside. Samarasinghe, that was who made the break on that left-hand touchline, and now they've got the penalty. Not rolling away is the call, but Royals forwards, you have to say, SW doing a wonderful job keeping those players in the ruck. Tiven Pereira in this new number 13 jersey for this season. Royal now will go for posts, and that's a moral victory, isn't it, for this Wesley team? Royal overwhelming favourites going into this game, SW, and we know how powerful their Royal maul is. And this is an ideal position to kick for the corner, but Royal are going for points, which shows that they're taking this Wesley side very seriously.
Yeah, the decision making has definitely changed a lot more than what we expected, because we see them going for the 3 points. You're right, rather than they would have gone to the corner and done their normal usual thing, which they're very good at it, and scored many points. As we see Royal lining up to take the 3 points. The flags go up.
So high quality kicking from both teams as Nabil Yahya buys 60 uprights with that kick. Seem to be enjoying playing in this number 12 position. Just gives Royal a few more options on either side of the breakdown. They have a kicker if they need. They have a left footer as well. So plenty of kicking options for Royal, but they decided to play with the lead, which is something that's always a bit more comfortable for any team, especially schoolboys. See the flags go up for a wonderful kick from Yahya at schoolboy level especially. The point scorer takes it upon himself to smash that ball up again. Nice to see that he's recovered from that knee injury. And this is Yuan Pathirana who puts it up with his left boot, beautifully taken by Had on the run. Takes a little bit of time though in trying to clear. And it's well charged down by the Royal chasers. It was Pathirana himself who chased that one. So Wesley will retain the throw into the line out. That's their consolation, although they've gone a long way back. Mendes at the back. It's overthrown this time and it bounces kindly for the Royal team. Going to the short side again. This is the big prop forward. Tarusha Samarakon still going. Samarakon, is he over the line? Yes, he is. My goodness, what a run from Tarusha Samarakon. Nobody expected the ball to go to the blind side because the wingers weren't around. But Tarusha Samarakon says, who needs wingers? And thunders in for 30 meters to score a fantastic try.
Absolutely. I think it was the executed one. Let's see the replay. Picks it up. Bulldoes his way. Get out of my way. That's what he tells the number 10. Number 8 giving chase to it. And he sees the line. Over the line.
Wonderful vision. And managing to set up that mismatch as well was Kaiser Lai, who was in front of Tarusha Samarakon, and there was only going to be one winner in that battle. Fantastic work, and as you said, a well-devised play there, SW. They managed to draw all the defenders to the open side and just kept Tarusha one-on-one with Kaiser Lai. And Tarusha scores an Amana Bank try, the second one of the game. And Wesley will realize that penalties are all well and good, but they definitely need to score a try to stay in this game. It's not often you see tight head props making that big a run. He'll remember that for a long time. Wonderful conversion again from Yahya. And that's a 7-pointer which might just turn the tide of this match. From being 9-7 up, Wesley find themselves suddenly being 17-9 down, and that can really upset the morale and swing the momentum, SW.
That's right. Now the numbers are 15-14 with one extra for Wesley College because their Sin Bin player is back on the field as you see that conversion from the corner flag. Brilliant.
Abdul Had kicked straight into the hands of Yahya, who's now got a little bit of confidence, wants to run it now. And, signal from referee Ravin Alexander shows that there might have been no arms in that attempt to ruck. The Wesley crowd are giving plenty of advice to their team, and they seem to have taken the advice. Let's watch it here. Nabil Yahya goes straight in, and it looks like there might have been a swinging arm from the prop who came in, also at an illegal angle. Pavan to throw, manages to find his mark. Wesley still going, but Royal have managed to splinter that ball nicely. Here they are, but isolated runners. Ashen Emmanuel still available, but unfortunately for Wesley, they cough up the penalty. And they're marched backwards 10 meters as well for talking back to the referee. It looks like there might have been a kick. See if we can see that one again and see exactly what happened. But there was a boot signaled by referee Ravin Alexander, so maybe there was a kick.
After the penalty was awarded, there was a boot from Wesley away, getting the ball away for a quick tap.
Well, quite right to be marched back 10 meters in that instance. Steven Pereira will need to make sure he consolidates here. Here's a run by Emmanuel. This is where they conceded the penalty. Holding on is the call. You can see there was a clear lift from the Royal attacker. And I thought as soon as Emmanuel caught the ball, he was very isolated. And this is what the top teams and the mid-table teams do better. Make sure that their ball runners have support. And again, Royals line out. Not firing, but it's a leg break, so it spins towards the Royal side. Thankfully for them. Senanayaka powers over, but the ruck seemed to have been formed there before Senora De Silva went in. Losing their feet is the call, and Yahya will point to the posts. So it's a story of Wesley's season, isn't it, SW? They do well for about 50 minutes or so, and then don't seem to have the gas to just keep on going the way they have.
Yeah, they seem to be making a lot of mistakes. Coming into that line out, last line out, they should have actually done much better. Kept the ball and then not to isolate a prop forward, but kept it going with the pickups. Anything could happen, the penalties would come in, and now see Royal has counter-attacked so well. It's a very disciplined side. It knows exactly what they're doing, and then come back and to get another 3 points and make it 20 points. If you just do get it through, it'll be 20 points to 9, and the gap seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
Nabil Yahya thumps this one straight and true, and familiarly the flags go up for Yahya's kick. It's good to see him recovered and on song. standing foot injury doesn't seem to be bothering him at all. Wesley kickoff quickly. This time they will pass it across the face for Yuan Pathirana to put a long kick in, and he spots the space as well. Beautifully done by Pathirana. And kicked back into the field of play by Abdul Had. I'm not sure that was the ideal thing for him to do, because he's now given Royal the ball back. Yeah, on the inside pass. Here's Pathirana, smashed in the tackle. Real dominant tackle from Abdul Had, who conceded the ball. And here's Senanayaka, met in a good tackle that time by Hazim. Skipper leading from the front. Beautifully collected once again from Yahya. Really coming into his own, Nabil Yahya, and unfortunately Ashan Emmanuel concedes another penalty. Here's Tiven, sees the gap. Tiven Pereira sizes it up. Can he get there? Just dragged out 5 meters short, but manages to get the ball away. And another Havana back try from Mohammad Nazar, who touches down. Easiest try he's ever scored in his life after his skipper had done the hard work and popped the ball up beautifully in the tackle. And it seems the floodgates have opened now for Wesley.
Shalaka, what all can say, the maturity of rugby displayed by Royal College. Absolute maturity. They knew exactly what they were doing, and the line-up, the quick taps, and everything was taken, hands going in, and they are showing a class of maturity in rugby as under 19s.
Saw the mismatch there. Senuda De Silva just didn't have the pace to get to Tiven Pereira. He manages to put up a nice pop-up pass from the floor, and Mohammad Nazar made the call, got the pass. All he had to do was touch down as close to the post as possible. Another Amana Bank try on the board for Royal. They've been a different side since they came out at halftime, hasn't it, SW? You can see that whatever message was given at halftime, it has been very concise. Just changed one or two things, and you can see how much that is doing for them. And another kick straight through the post. That's a few in a row now for Nabil Yahya. He's having a good afternoon.
Shanak, having watched Wesley play St. Peter's the week before, 2 weeks before, and how they were dominant in the first half, as you see the conversion in the first half, I wonder whether the halftime talks has affected Wesley College more than the other side. Both weeks, they succumb to all the attack by the opposite team in the second half. There's something wrong somewhere down the line there.
But for Wesley, it was in both games, this one as well as the St. Peter's game, SW, it was a case of doing more of the same, but also keeping their discipline. And sometimes doing the same thing is all about discipline as well. It's making sure you know what's working and keeping on doing it, not trying to do something different just because you want to score tries or make a spectacular play. So I think discipline is the simple issue that Wesley need to get right. Nice short kickoff that nobody seems to want, and Shia Mendes grabs it. Not sure what that stoppage was for.
The referee was not ready for the restart because there was a conversation going on, and once again, because we can't hear anything what was going on, and there's a restart, a restart on a restart.
A restart. The bow selectors in the house, SW. Looks like there might be a doctor's intervention. Looks like Kaiser Lai might be the player they're examining. And after that knock that he got from Tharusha Samarakon earlier on, I'm not surprised that he might be shown the blue card. Kaiser Lai is off. Doesn't look like he'll be coming back, which is the same for the young fly half. He's got a way to go, but looks like he has plenty of potential. As Abdul Had kicks off for the second time in a few minutes, and Nabil Yahya tries to use his left foot to clear. Doesn't make as good a contact as Jordy Barrett does when he uses his second foot, but it's good enough. So Royal purring now, SW, and the only way to keep Royal out of a game is to make sure you keep them under pressure. And somehow the pressure lifted, and now Royal are looking like the well-oiled machine they have for most of this season.
Yeah, that's right. And the nice thing to see is I think the touch charge indicated something, and referee Alexander will bring play back and penalize. I think there'll be a penalty for Wesley, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, the line out.
Well, the line out comes forward, SW, because I think it went out off the back of one of the Wesley players. And he was taken back, which means it's out on the full. So he has to come back to where the ball was kicked, is what I think. Again, we're not sure.
All right, it's time for lip reading. Can you manage to get what he's having a chat with the two captains?
I think any lip reader is going to have trouble doing it from the profile. But Chia Mendes and Tiven Pereira seem to understand him perfectly well. Royal will be contesting this four-man line out by Wesley. Nicely done for Mendes there. Getting the ball off this massive Royal line out is also problematic, and Wesley have done that part of play pretty well. Static in the center of field from the Wesleyites and succumbing to this pressure by this thundering counter-rucking from Royal. Another gang tackle on the ball carrier, and Wesley pushed back, looking for options. Fawaz with the little chip through, doesn't really find the space. But in the end, it was Bimsara Atugala who caught that ball. Was tackled in possession, but Wesley don't manage to get the ball back. Here's Senanayaka once again. Looks like there was a penalty earlier on, so referee will go back for it for Royal. Penalty coming after Veerasurya's big carry. Wesley just taking a bit of a break here. Dylan De Silva taking his time about tying his bootlaces. Looks like there's a substitution for Royal as well on the wing.
Shanaka, I don't know whether I'm not so sure whether I saw any 8-man line out from Royal. They always been having the 4-man and a 5-man line out.
They must have wanted to try the tactic out against some stronger teams as well, so just going through the motions of trying a different tactic, one at the front that time by Senanayaka. Atugala smashing it, and they go back to the short side. Tiven Pereira, and here's Samarako, the try scorer. That time they're ready for him though. Makes it available nicely, the big prop forward. Here's Veerasurya, who carries the ball more often than his second row partner. Tiven Pereira with a lovely inside ball. Nazar fights to stay on his feet and gains about 2 or 3 meters in post contact. Good tackle that time by Sandul Gamanpila. Been playing his heart out, just not had a go-forward ball in front of him. And Abdul Had will step up to try and find touch. Wesley are playing with a sense of urgency now. They know they need to catch up SW, and also they have another task in this game. Royal need to get their bonus point and Wesley need to stop them.
Yeah, I know, because 27-9 is a long way off to catch them up. But I think I remember when Science versus St. Thomas's was also quite a good lead, and then Science came back and closed the gap there.
Yes, all of that could have been avoided if St. Thomas's defended better, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, that's right. But Royal, it'll be a different story, I'm sure. Will be a long way. Wesley had the upper hand, and then just got out of hand, and they have conceded many points in the second half.
Nicely done at the back. It was Gamampila who won that ball and marching it forward nicely. The referee would have called more, so it's important that Wesley get this out, which they do now. Bit of static ball that time to Dylan De Silva, who still keeps going and didn't release the ball there. Looks like we might have had a bit of a head injury situation here, and Amika Samarasinghe looks like he's in a spot of bother. Referee Robin Alexander was very quick to blow this play up, so he would have noticed something. I hope it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, because I think one of the teammates spotted out and then indicated, brought it to the attention of the referee. May have been a small, maybe a cut. We are to the 60th minute as we see the replay. As you said, it was a standing catch. Oh yeah, that's right. The elbow, the upper blade.
Looks like it might be Tiva and Lakdiv that they've brought into the centres. Gamanpila again off the back. Cutting back infield. Lovely little break, and Yahya cutting him down. Beautiful tackle from Nabil Yahya. Here's Wesley with their feet up now. Cutting back into the field of play was Mohammad Fawaz. Does well to make the ball available, and this is where Wesley need to be a little bit better and not isolate themselves. Managed to do it that time, but they go back out. Here's Mendis. Big tackle again by Veera Surya. So much work these big engine room boys get through. Again, Veera Surya smashes back in the tackle. Here's the big man, Fawaz. Quick ball for Wesley. Abdul Had steps back in. Gains a meter. Slow going. Another thumping tackle, that time from Akira Yatawara. Still going is Ashen Emmanuel. Manages to make it available. Is a big man, Hamdan Safraz. Just couldn't get to the line. Still available for Wesley. It's a good continuity from them. Stepping back, Shea Mendes. Oh, he's hit high. Referee will play advantage. And think about also whether there's a penalty try coming there, SW. Because it looks like Mendes might certainly have scored if he wasn't hammered there.
I know, because I think the Shanaka, you have to see the probability of a try. But it'd be interesting to see the replay. But it's all about the probability of a try, not possibility of a try. And certainly there was a high tackle on it, and he is consulting the AR.
Was his body position too low? Here's Mendes. No, he was still standing when that hit was made. And well, there was a defender. And immediately Bimsar Athugala knew that he might be in trouble. But would that try have been scored if not for the high tackle? Probably not, SW, because there were enough defenders on the line there.
So most probably it'll be a penalty. I'll leave the yellow card to the referee. Yes, I think his hand is in the pocket. So we might see a yellow there.
Yes, they've got the right man as well. Bimsar Athugala trots off. No intent there, just pressure on the line. Needing to defend your line with absolute ruthlessness, but this is what the modern game is. You can't go high. And Shea Mendes was running a nice line. Good to see him back on his feet. Here's Abdul Had. He has come from fullback to the front line to make sure they do this right.
It's good to see penalty ploys come in. Normally you see the kick being made to the into touch, and then the lineouts come in.
Well, I feel like I'm back in the 90s, SW, with these short tap ploys. Forwards running a few angles. Nicely done that time by Wesley. Some quick ball. Looks like they might have lost it and regained it. This is tense moments, and they've lost it, but lost it backwards. Pushed back by Nabil Jaya. Still the Wesley forwards keep going, but this Royal defense is impenetrable at the moment. Hard short ball, and Shea Mendes gets more punishment. He's been really in the wars. Abdul Had again in the thick of things. Does he want to take it quickly? Should we go to the touchline? Yes is the call. But instead, they opt for big Hamdan Safras to take it forward. Here's the line, and it's over. Ashan Emmanuel is the man who scores. He was so close earlier, but finally does manage to got it down. And the two prop forwards from either side have got a score. It's a good day for us here in the commentary box, SW.
Absolutely. The first one was scored by number 3, and the other one by number 1 for Wesley. Keeping it close. Absolute fantastic. Coming into the picture now. Driving through. Nobody's going to stop him now to close the gap. And if the conversion's good, it'll even close the gap there by another 2 points.
It's the first Amana Bank try for Wesley College in this game. Scored 3 penalties and now get themselves into double figures. And there's still an opportunity for Wesley to score a losing bonus point as well, SW. So that's also in play. Royal will be desperate for their 4th try. Wesley will be desperate to get within 7 points of Royal, which means that if this kick goes over, they just need another try. Abdul Had just pulls it wide. This is where the quality of the kicking has been a differentiating factor between these two teams. Nabil Yahya has been dead-eye Dick, and Abdul Had has missed a couple of kicks. He's been at the center of the action, though. He's obviously one of the leaders of this Wesley team. Side from Hazim Thabit. Oh, and that one bounces and bounces dangerously. Another restart which is botched by Wesley. And is this the only opening that Royal need to drive in for their bonus point?
Interesting call about the bonus point here, Shanaka. If Royal beat Wesley, which I'm sure will beat Wesley, I don't think that in the longer run for 1 and 2 in that group, the bonus points will matter, because it will be St. Peter's are unbeaten, Royal are unbeaten, and both have played Wesley and beaten Wesley. The next closest team that can come to those two sides is Wesley.
Picked up nicely there by Nabil Jaya. Royal somehow conspiring to lose that line out close to the line. Even though they did manage to tap it back to themselves. Hands in the ruck is the call, so Wesley will have another opportunity. They've left a few points on the park. Laksisi says 7 of them. So it would have been close run thing, 21-27, if those points had gone over. Here's a man that hasn't really been able to make an impact. Mohammad Fawaz. Dangerous try scorer, but just hasn't got the ball in the right positions. Nabil Jaya to throw in Wesley. Probably the final player of the game. Shyam Mendes still fighting. Technical penalty, not sure what that one was for. So looks like it's a crooked throw, that's the call. And our NDB player of the match, SW and I have been thinking about this one long and hard. But for the brilliant try and the outstanding defensive work that Royal have shown, especially on their line, been a few performances. Nabil Yahia's performance cannot be ignored. Neither can the 2 second rowers, but today, Tharusha Samarakon seems to be the recipient for that beautiful try that he scored to really change the momentum of the game. And he had a lot of finishing to do and finished it like a winger. So Tharusha Samarakon, for that try and all the work that he's been putting in the tight stuff, is our NDB player of the match. So final few plays of the game now. Playing 80 minutes as well, Tharusha. He's a big lad, and that's not something we see often in the international game. Big prop forwards playing 80 minutes SW. So these boys getting through a fair bit of work. Royal trying to run it because they know that bonus point is important. Had an opportunity 10 meters out, but now we'll have to go from 80 meters out. Taken quickly by Abdul Had. Royal show good discipline not to tackle within the 10 meters. They allow him into the 22. Now it's available on the short side. Pick and go is the call. Ashan Emmanuel. Here it is for Mendes. Mendes isolated. Dragged down by Senanayaka. They need to look right. Instead picked up that time by Keshara Rahul. Wesley desperate to get within that 7-point margin. Here's the ball, it's loose. And yet another conversation. Penalty will be coming. I think offside is the call. Royal have infringed a few times inside their 22. You can think that they're probably a couple of penalties away from a warning. Abdul Had has been in the center of everything since Kaiser Lai went off. Want to try to get the ball in the hands of Mendes at the front. Nicely done that time. They've sacked it well though, have Royal. So close to the line, it's a dangerous ploy, but they've done it really well. Good technical skill from this Royal side. Senanayaka making his umpteenth tackle. Veerasurya just getting in there, counter-rucking, putting pressure on the ball, allowing nothing easy for Wesley, making them work for every inch, let alone yard. And here's the work put in by those tight Royal forwards. Can Wesley finish with a flourish? Been attacking this Royal line for some minutes now. Can Royal pick it up and go the length of the field for their bonus point? Veerasurya gets in there, makes a nuisance of himself. Nice body position that time from Wesley, carrying close to the line. Once again, there's a penalty coming. Not rolling away is the call, so must be. We don't even know whether referee Ravin Alexander has given a warning because we didn't hear him. Here's Ashan Emmanuel looking for his second. Good tackling from Royal that time to hold up the ball carrier, just slow him down. Still coming for Wesley. Held up is the call, and that looks like it might be the game. And yes, that is the game. Wesley so close to a losing bonus point, but just can't get over the line. Inches short. And you can see what that game has meant to both teams. Absolutely sapped both of these teams. Royal knew they were in a fight today, SW. Wasn't a runaway win by any stretch of the imagination. And those tight five forwards really had to keep these enthusiastic Wesleyites at play.
Yeah, it was a good game of rugby. Wesley had the upper hand in the first few minutes of first half, but later on Royal showing their maturity, showing their skills, absolutely showing that it's a champion side that is going forward.
Royal trailing for much of that game. Went into half-time with a 7-6 lead, and then the lead changed hands once again, 9 points to 7. And that's when Royal sprung to life. Tarusha Samarakoon's try completely changed the complexion of the game. It went from 9-7 to 17-9 in the blink of an eye, and Royal never looked back from there. And it was towards the end that Wesley managed to get close to the Royal line, push their way as close as they could, but Royal's defense, and this will please coach Dushant Leuke, did not concede. Henry Terrence has to lick his wounds, unfortunately. He's come close to probably the two best teams in the competition, SW, and he can pat himself on the back for this young side of Wesley. He's coming so close, but just not over the line yet.
Absolutely, very true, Shanaka. They done well. They done themselves proud, and they come very close. But I think the performance against St. Peters were far better than today. But nevertheless, because they're given a torrid time to two of the best teams in the competition, and hopefully that we could see them in the knockout.
I'm sure we will. SW, they're easily one of the better teams in the competition. Now that we've got 4 weeks of play under our belts, you've got to say Royal and St. Peter's are a cut above everyone. Isipatana are knocking on the door to be allowed into that duo. And I feel we haven't seen as much from them as we could. Then, of course, Trinity, Wesley, Science, DS, all in the mix. Here's Tarusha, NDB man of the match, and that was a yellow card. Shia Mendes really was in the wars today. Here's Mohammed. Not rolling away was the call, and another penalty from Nabil Yahya. He's the one who really put daylight between the two teams, SW, and really have to commend his performance. But this is the moment of the game. Tarusha Samarakon puts his shoulder in perfectly legally to Kaiser Lai, who never really recovered. And it was a good 25-meter run from the tight head prop. Yahya continued with his good kicking. Making a few 40-meter kicks. Outstanding work from him just to keep the scoreboard ticking over. And here's Steven Pereira, saw the gap in the outside, took it beautifully. And Mohamed Nazar on hand like all good wingers to score a poacher's try. Royal though just couldn't get close enough to score their fourth try. And this was after plenty of pounding at the door. Ashan Emmanuel going over against a tired Royal defence.
I'm sure the Royal team will be here back tomorrow at the same time watching the Trinity Isipatana encounter.
Well, they certainly will, SW. And they will be having some Maliban lemon puffs while they're doing it. If they've got heated up as a result of this game, then there's nothing better than Maliban lemon puff to cool off with. Chilwen lemon puff. Not sure that's part of their nutrition plan that Coach Leuke has for them, though.
I'm sure we do.
And 3 tries scored by Royal, all of them converted by Nabil Yahya, who put over 2 penalties for good measure as well. And 3 solid penalties from Abdul Had kept Wesley in the game early on. And it was just a late try that managed to get them into double figures. Unfortunately, in that 45 to 55 to 65 minutes period, Royal completely dominated, and that was all that was needed. Tarusha Samarakon is our NDB Bank player of the match. So great to see Rugby back on the field and on your screens as well. We have plenty more coming up, some great matches coming up tomorrow. Isipatana taking on Trinity from this very ground. St. Thomas's taking on DS Serenayaka from the big club grounds at St. Thomas's. St. Peter's taking on St. Joseph's in their big trophy game as well. The Battle of the Saints. Zahira and Vidyartha should see some running rugby there. Kingswood versus Thurston. Kingswood after their first win. Dharmaraja and St. Anthony's in an all-candy battle there too. And Science controversially taking on Sri Sumangala Sons Spectators. Lots of controversy surrounding that game still. We'll bring you all that news as we come back tomorrow as well. So join us on thepapare.com for tomorrow's action from this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024. Thanks for joining us from the Papare production crew, from SW Chang, Laxi City Silva and myself, Shanak Amarasinghe. It's goodbye for now.
යම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chilvenna lemon
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
අප්පා හරියට waterproof කරේ නැත්නම් ටයිල් වල සල්ලි ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ගිය සල්ලි සේරම වතුරේ.
ඉහළ ටෙන්සයිල් ඇඩිෂන් සහ ක්‍රැක් බ්‍රිජින් හැකියාව සමගින් ඔබේ නිවාස සියලු ජලකාන්දු වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ගන්න. ස්විස්ටික් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer. ජලකාන්දුවට තිත.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැමසිතක්ම පිබිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chilvenna lemon.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One? Wait, really? Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
ටයිල් නම් නියමයට මැච් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ටයිල් ඇල්ලුවේ මොනවද?
ඕනෑම මතු පිටකට ඕනෑම තත්වයකට ජීවිත කාලයටම ඔරොත්තු දෙන්න අල්ලගන්න. ලංකාවේ SLS තත්ත්ව සහතිකෙන් පිදුම්ලත් එකම ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් සන්නාමය. ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
මේ ගඳටයි තද පැල්ලම් වලටයි මොකද කරන්නේ?
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් වල ඩබල් මැජික් එකෙන් ඇඳුම් වල තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරමින් කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ ලබා දෙනවා.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One? Wait, really? Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One? Wait, really? Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
ඔබේ බිත්තියට අනර්ගතම සුදු පැහැයක් ලබා ගැනීමට සහ ඔබ බිත්තියට තෝරන පේන්ට් එකේ පාට හරියටම පෙන්වන නව සුවිශේෂී පොලිමර් සංයෝගයක් සමගින් ගේ ඇතුළත සහ පිටත බිත්ති නිමා කරගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කින් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Right. Studies, jobs,
Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
මේ ගඳටයි තද පැල්ලම් වලටයි මොකද කරන්නේ?
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් වල ඩබල් මැජික් එකෙන් ඇඳුම් වල තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරමින් කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ ලබා දෙනවා.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.